Hi everybody, how are you all doing today? This is BA Bad1 and on this video I will show you a couple of games I played in Gallant. I am using Reginald Tyrwhitt with Surface Venture, Look at Me Now, Back in Stock, Destroy or Be Destroyed and Give Me Speed. This is just for the first match, as I will change things a little bit in the second. The inspirations are Eric Bay and Jerzy Swirsky, and the modules are aiming and rudder systems. Gallant is a Tier 5 premium British destroyer, and as premium ships go, she has some quirks to her. In this case, she doesn't have sonar, but she does have speed boost, and their smokes are the standard type instead of the British short ones. So the first game will be a domination match in ring, and I will be using a more torpedo boat oriented build. Today you can use the new pirate commander Ariadne M. Davis as a commander, since she has an inspiration like Tyrwhitt, but that focuses on the consumable reload time instead of steering gears, and also a personal skill that you can use instead of some concealment to improve single launch torpedoes damage and smoke screen dispersion. That in case of Gallant makes a lot of sense since she has standard smoke screens. Tyrwhitt can now be oriented to be more of a smokescreen focused commander to use in either cruiser or DDs for Smokeathon, like I will use in the second video as sort of a hybrid gunboat with more smokescreens but with shorter deployment. Usually I would use either Vian or Grotmaz for a gunboat build, but with Tyrwhitt I can get more of the standard smokescreens. As she stands, Gallant is basically a standard any nation torpedo boat with single launch torpedo possibilities. But I don't think that makes her a bad ship. So, what if she does not have British smokescreens or British sonar? She can still be very stealthy, and her single launch torpedoes can be very deadly against any class of ships. Her guns are well divided along the hull too, so you can fire 3/4 of your firepower at almost any time. Especially because she does not have sonar and British DD commanders don't have the observant rage skill, I feel like the rudder mod is better to try to dodge incoming torpedoes. But if you do go with a full-blown harassment build, like for shooting enemies in a distance, sort of like the Russian DDs, then I think you should use the prop mod, so you keep juking the throttle. Since she does have a fair amount of guns, you can also use her smoke offensively to shoot some BBs to try and set them on fire and burn their damage count. She may not have T-61 sonar or Mahan's rate of fire, but I think she can be very useful anyway. Premiums are supposed to provide something a little different from the tech tree, to be fair. Obviously, with the build I have, I am not meant to be spotted and shot at, as I have no unstoppable to keep me from being a sitting duck. But in the case of ships with speed boost, having some more really helps, as well as the automatic speed increase in case an enemy is nearby. Still, I always try to get some ship shots before losing line of sight. Anyway, about this battle. It's going pretty well as we have 3 caps and I ask help to the back line BBs to push a little forward, so we can have a more forward defensive line. But they don't, and I think that ultimately it will be what dooms our team, as they could have helped more on our right flank. Usually the commanders I use for gunboats are Vian as an harasser if the ships don't have sonar, and are not as good as DD hunters, making use of the enemy fire dispersion at range. Or grot mess for DD hunters even if they don't have sonar, like Ship Smasher, where I just end up taking target acquisition model to compensate. Inspirations are usually Sims and Trubetskoy to better handle the hits, or Eric Bay and Jerzy Swirsky to have more concealment and get closer.
Requesting assistance. Requesting support. Engine boost activated.
Using our concealment and smoke screens, we could take out both Mahans with our torpedoes, resulting in 2 devastating strikes. Unfortunately, my smoke screen also concealed the enemy BBs and allowed them to cap the base unspotted. We do try to take the left cap back, but eventually we will be losing ships one by one, and the ship difference will be just too much to overcome.
Engine boost deactivated. stations. Requesting fire support.
Enemy battleship sunk.
Protect that area.
The enemy is about to win.
We can also see a good avoidance of torpedoes by this Normandy, as she keeps a low speed and then goes for maximum speed. So you see why you should use different speeds and keep moving your ship to dodge incoming torpedo attacks. Sometimes it really is just luck. I have missed torpedoes expecting the enemy would do something, and some where I expected he wouldn't. So trying to be unpredictable and predicting some enemy moves are very important skills.
Engine boost activated.
We still manage to even out the number of ships, but in the end it will be just me. So I take the opportunity to try to get some more XP by capturing one or two bases. I even managed to shoot some random torps through the gaps and end up taking another enemy, showing why zoning torps are so important.
You're the last one standing. We sank an enemy cruiser.
Engine boost deactivated.
Anyway, the battle ends with me almost getting 4 single caps and a Kraken. So it was nice carry in a loss, resulting in 2200 base XP game. On to the next one. Next, I am still using Tiwit, but in a sort of DD Hunter instead. I am using Contact is Imminent, so I don't take a hit on the main gun reload. Perceptive, to know where the position of the closest enemies. Smoke on the water, so I won't take a hit in the gun accuracy. And Smoke-a-thon to make the smoke screens closer to the British ones, and having 2 more. I could use Stand or Fall if I wanted to be more of an harasser and use the inspirations of Sims in Trubetskoy, like I mentioned earlier. Some things to note is that I don't have Observant Rage or the Target Acquisition model to help me detect torpedoes, so I should be extra careful with them, and not having Quick Fix or Unstoppable means I should also be mindful of how I use the damage gun. Looking back, I really should have this build as an harasser and maybe focus on gun reload and concealment with Ding Rushang and Jerzy Swirsky, so I can also use it for cruisers. This game will be a domination match in Trident with CVs, and of course the enemy one is on our side. So what I will be trying to do this whole match will be to hold the flank, as it will be our weak side. I use a smoke screen when the planes get near, as their DD is caving the base. But there is not much I can do about it except sending some zoning torps, since my own torp detection is limited. Still, I managed to have my ship placed between 2 of them. The enemy has 2 BBs in this flank as well, and I try to set fires and farm them. As the smoke clears, I need to be more careful and just spot for a while. That's when I can spot the enemy DD, and I try to keep my distance, because I know I just became the primary target and don't have any smokes for a while. The plan is to shoot some torps to help me gain some distance. And as the enemy DD smokes up, ends up taking them and giving me a devastating strike. She still sent some torps, but I managed to evade them easily.
Enemy destroyer sunk.
Torpedoes astern. Torpedoes astern.
Since one of the enemy BBs left the flank because the flag was already kept by them, I can now open water gunboat the other one that is left until I get another smoke to farmer in safety. The battle is going well even though the enemy already has a cap, because we have ship and point advantage as our teammates on the other side are capping the other 2 bases.
Concentrate fire on the enemy warship.
One of the advantages of having these long duration smokes, at least compared to the British ones, is that we have plenty of time to shoot the main guns and some torps in safety, and we will end up taking out this BB.
Engine boost deactivated.
Enemy battleship sunk. Your team has taken the lead.
As we head out, I noticed there are only 3 enemy BBs left, which are spotted, and the enemy CV. So if I have in proximity indicator pointing to the side of the map, there is where I will find the CV and where I will be heading, and pointing out to my teammates, especially my division mate that is the only one left in this flank, as the BB that spawned with us left the flank and ended up sunk between A and B. So on our way to the enemy CV, we also get to cap the base and get a little extra XP. This was a very good way to show the potential of Gallant's quirkiness. So don't just go out and bully the poor ship, just because she is different. Like in most things, use what you have to the best you can and don't let her be bullied. We get some final attention from the CV's planes as she tries to survive, but end up helping out the division mate taking her down.
Victory is in sight.
And that was a quick match as the enemy team was not one of the best. I know this was a long video, but Gallant really needs some attention and care. Please share the video and the channel as it helps me grow, and I thank you for it. Leave any comments and feedback below and I will answer them all. I hope you liked the video, leave a thumbs up if you did, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Don't forget to ring the bell so you don't miss out any new videos. So, we ended up top of the leaderboard with 2200 base XP again, but this time in a fast win. Thank you for watching, good games and goodbye.
Our team depends upon you.
Much obliged, Commander.
That's how it's done. Nice work. Good game, everyone.
Bye, have a great time.